Yo, what is up there, brother and YouTube lances? Diablo Drago back again, and yes, I'm alive! I live! Help me! Don't call me at the hospital, please. Anyway, sorry I have not been uploading lately. I have literally no excuses. Yeah, you'd think I'd be able to upload more nowadays, but no! I'm lacking motivation and inspiration. And frankly, I have not been putting in enough perspiration for this. I have no idea where I was going with this. Anyway, this is, if you actually pay attention to the title or you can't read, sorry if I'm insulting anyone here. This is What If Deku Had Disaster. Now, recap. For those of you who don't know, Disaster is the magical ability of Fairy King Harlequin, aka King of the 7 Deadly Sins from the anime 7 Deadly Sins. He is armed with Spirit Spear Chastiful, different configurations, and as such, he is the reincarnation of King. And he has One for All, which, when paired with his, since he is technically not 100% fairy, he can still build muscle, meaning he can use up to approximately 8% in this point of the anime. Okay, last time, it was the end of the UA Sports Festival, televised all over the world. But one man, walking down the street, getting particular stares from onlookers because of his appearance. This man looked at the TV as he was passing by, seeing the UA Sports Festival play out. He noticed the way the child known as Izuku Midoriya, ninth wielder of One for All, was controlling the mighty sacred treasure, Chastiful, a long-lost weapon of great magnitude. And man, with glowing silver hair and bright crimson eyes, could only smirk, showing off his fangs. So going, finally found ya, huh, King? Now, time skip to, they return to school after the UA Sports Festival. They have to go in between, for they are going to be doing internships with different heroes along for their day. For the next week, internships. I did not put much thought of which people. Everyone's internships are pretty much canon, and Deku doesn't go to Gran Torino because he has control of One for All with full cowling and all and everything, so he doesn't really need to go to Gran Torino for anything like that. So with his power of manipulation of the Spirit Spear Chastiful and his control of One for All, there's one person in particular who would want to know more about this child, who All Might has chosen as his successor. And that would be Sir Night-Eye, All Might's former sidekick and mentor to the great Mirio Togeda of the UA Big Three. So that is where Deku goes, because All Might decided to tell him about it, because Night-Eye knows about One for All. I'm pretty sure he figured that'd be a good idea. Now, the day he goes, and Deku goes to Sir Night-Eye's place, he actually meets up with Togeda at the entrance, who said, "Yo, you're Izuku Midoriya, right? Hero name Fairy King Deku?" It's kind of an interesting name. But why Fairy King? You would not believe me if I told you. Point taken. Anyway, Mirio decides to let Deku in on a secret that is not so well known, that the best way to get on the Sir Night-Eye's good side is to make a joke and help him laugh. That guy is weird. Getting to the office, as Deku goes and sees that it's pretty much the same as the anime when they first meet, except for the Bubble Girl tickle torture. But you can just imagine that in there anyway in the background. So yeah, and Deku, being how he's the grizzly Santa Sloth, he does not really walk much on his own, so he's just floating with his pillow on hand. Because filled with heroes, they're technically allowed to use their quirks. And Deku, seeing this, all just sweat drops going, what the heck did I fly into? And so Night Eye just looks at him and goes, so you're the kid, huh? What do you have to say for yourself? Deku's sitting this like, dude, you need to take a rest. And so he picks him up on his pillow. Oh, and Night Eye is intrigued because that was supposed to be an attempt at a joke from my end. I don't know. It's a flying pillow. It's the only thing I could think of. So tell me, kid, what exactly is with this pillow? If you watched the sports festival, you'd know that this pillow is actually my spear that I can control as part of my quirk, along with being able to float. I don't get that either. And being how Night Eye is intrigued right now, he wants to test Izuku Midoriya on what he's doing. So he decides to do that little trial he does in the anime when they first meet, just for a little bit of flair on my end. And Deku decides, very well then, but I will not be using Chastity Fall, because small room in here, can't really do much of it. And so he uses only One for All along with some of his disaster ability. He notices that there are some plants in the office, so charging a One for All full calorie, he launches himself at Night Eye, who promptly dodges. But the thing is, Deku's there and starts manipulating the plants. Night Eye notices this and goes, I thought you were just floating, kid, with that spear and all. No, this is my true ability. Disaster. I can basically control the lines between life and death. And right now, I am manipulating the water and the plants, as well as the plants themselves, forcing them to grow at immense rates for me to manipulate them. I may not be able to be using my spear, but do not underestimate me. And so, with Night Eye unable to dodge all the plants, considering he made a tree with vines, he gets the stamp anyway. I don't really think they needed a stamp for an internship. Anyway, he has proven himself, and he goes with Mirio for some basic patrol routines, and then training. Yeah. Going through, Deku is floating around using his trademark, or King's trademark ability, going, kind of dozing off on his pillow. Mirio decides to strike up a conversation. So, Deku, what's up with that pillow? Were you not paying attention when I was talking to Night Eye? No, I mean, I'm not talking about the women, but why are you always sleeping on it? Because it's comfy. It's made of moss. You want to take a whiff? That sounded way wrong. And so, they keep going for patrol in a few days. Deku uses the best thing he can do to help him with his thing, doing his basic workouts, considering physically stronger than King. I'm pretty sure most children are stronger than King. Physically, anyway. And so, a few days pass. They decide to go to Hosu, considering they got a request from local heroes for the hero killer. They're on their way there until train, crash, Nomu. Deku being the first one to jump in, seeing all the Nomu, goes, Spirit, Spear, Chastity, Guardian! I don't know exactly which configuration it is, but I'm not going to state the number. Using Guardian to attack the Nomus and protect civilians, he uses Disaster to minimize any injuries that people have. It takes a lot of mental awareness, but then he realizes, Hosu, Hero Manual, Ida, Hero Killer, and Genium. That's how my brain works, anyway. Help. And so they go on with the power of Deku floating on a pillow floating with Chastity near him. he's going on trying to find his friend until he notices that there is just Hero Killer Stain right above Ida. He uses Bumblebee to attack Stain, who promptly dodges. But, except for one thing, his arm is cut. And then his arm is cut off. And not many people could actually do that, huh? Who are you? I am hero in training, Fairy King Deku, Grizzly Sin of Sloth, at your service. And then Stain just smiles. One of the 7 deadly sins. I thought you all died out centuries ago. I guess what he told me was true. I guess it's a good thing I accepted his gift. And just like that, darkness spews out of Stain's stump where his arm was, reattaching itself. And he goes, Deku stares at this and goes, why does this seem so familiar? Flashback in Stain's point of view. He is sitting on the roof. He's sitting on a roof going, what an impure world this is. And all of a sudden, a portal opens up behind him. And that is Kurogiri. He goes, if you're not Hero Killer Stain, I am here to offer you some assistance. My leader wishes to speak with you on interesting terms. Going downward, he goes in, but he's not meeting with Shigaraki. He's meeting with All for One. And goes, Hero Killer Stain, I see that your exploits really are interesting. Stain is confused, but then and looks around to see where he is, but then his eyes meet up with something terrifying. A big blob of crimson red flesh that is the Red Demon. Because what is that thing? That, my friend, is one of the last remnants of the great demon race. What a time that era was. A time of magic instead of quirks, where demons and angels ruled over the world along with giants, fairies. But then they all died out along with magic. But then here we are. Remnants of olds coming anew. That is why I called you here. I am here to make an offer for you. What is this offer? All for One simply uses a levitation quirk on a knife and a glass, cuts open the Red Demon and fills the glass with its blood. He goes, if you wish to gain more power to purge this world of the fakes, I offer you this, the blood of the Red Demon. Drink it, and you will attain the power to purge all that you seek. Stain, being who he is, curious, but fearless, or stupid, whichever one you prefer, drinks the blood. His eyes turn black, and soon he vomits his own blood, therefore gaining new power. Scene change, back to the fight. It's time for you guys to see what exactly someone like me can do. Using his darkness, spreading around, uncovering his limbs and his blade, he goes in for the kill. Deku uses Spiritual Chastful Guardian to block, and he has to do something to get everyone out. He sees that the hero native and Ida are injured, but he can't heal them, so he can only use Disaster or slightly to weaken the injuries. And as this is going on, Mirio comes in, and he manages to get close to Stain to punch him, and going, Mirio Togeda. Night-Eye's sidekick, huh? How do you know who I am? Oh, I know a great many things about many people. It's a shame that the 7 deadly sins haven't fully awakened yet. I was really hoping to test my mettle. And with that, Stain pounces forward, even with greater speed and force. Deku powers up one for all and starts using as much force as he can, using Chastful all around. He manages to uses Increase to on Stain with blades, giving him minor paper cuts and using disaster to increase the amount of damage. But Stain just heals himself immediately with his shadows. And then, out of nowhere, comes a voice going, "Ah, damn it, I thought we destroyed all those demon corpses. No matter. Vanishing kill!" And out comes a pink whip. That's the best I can think of the way to describe it. A pink whip made of energy. And it slashes Stain across the chest. And they look behind them, and they see the silver-haired man with crimson eyes and fangs, wearing a trademark, jumpsuit made of red leather. And this person is so familiar to Deku that he's like, "Who the heck are you?" "Oh, I am appalled, King. You can't remember your best friend? Or rather, person you've repeatedly tried to kill? Ring a bell?" "No!" Oh boy, Merlin was right. I am so disappointed right now. Anyway, I am 7 Deadly Sins, Fox, Sin of Greed, Ban the Immortal. Ban the Immortal. And like that, of energy / of darkness comes out and slashes Ban in half, going through him, goes, which is Stain, going, "You think I'm defeated? Oh, weakling. Oh, I know I'm gonna beat you eventually." Ban just reattaches himself, which is kind of weird when you think about it. Anyway, yeah, can we hurry this up? Me and King have a lot to talk about. And now, Fox Hunt. He uses Fox Hunt to take all the blades while Ban yells at Deku, go, "Hurry up, kid!" Spirit Sphere chestful. Guardian! He goes straight for a punch that knocks Stain away. Then he goes, Physical Hunt, taking away Stain's physical strength, and he goes in for a few punches along with Guardian. 3 more punches, knocking him out eventually and slashing. Kind of a boring fight, the way I'm describing it anyway. And so, Hero Killer Stain is defeated. Ban has to run away, but not before slipping a note telling Deku to meet him someplace after the internships are over. Togura speaks to Deku about it after all the heroes come by and take Stain with them, and goes, "Did you know that guy, at all?" "No, I don't know why, but he seemed familiar, but I don't know. The fact that he called me King is weird." Well, I got no clue. And like that, the heroes, they don't get any credits, except for maybe a little saying that they were assisting local heroes with permission of Night Eye. That's the best I can come up with. And the day is saved by them. Best shot I could come up with on the fly. Anyway, I'm sorry. And I will continue to sometime. And yeah, this is What If Deku Had Disaster, part whatever this is. I forgot what part it was. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see next. I'm going to do What If Asta was a Shadow Dragon Slayer next. That's my next upload. Promise. Cross my heart. Cut off my... Not going to finish that. I love my viewers. Have a great day. See ya. Plus Ultra. 7 Deadly Sins catchphrase. See ya.